السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Now, inshallah, we'll begin our class today on Surf, which I said is very important when it comes to the study of language. There are two sciences in the study of languages, language in particular, for Arabic language now, that if you are not good at them, it's going to be difficult to speak Arabic. Nahu and Sarf. So Nahu, like we said, it helps you to know how to place the harakat. Is it fa'il? Is it maf'ul? What is the position of that word? Okay, will it have fatha at the end? Will it going to be kasra at the end? So Nahu will protect you from just saying daraba zaydin, saying something that is wrong when you're speaking. But Asafu will teach you what the word entails, what's the word in particular, the structure of the word, how it could be changed from one picture to another, from one form to another. So, but Nahu does not really give more details about the word in particular. What it gives details about is the end of the word, but Asafu gives details about the particular word. So, inshallah, we'll start our lesson today by introducing the concept of Asaf, the science of Asaf. What is the definition with respect to the scholars who define Asaf, the Safiyun. The Safiyun, we call them Safiyun. So those scholars of An-Nahu, we call them An-Nuhat. An-Nuhat بتاء المربوطة في آخرها, in the end of the word. An-Nuhat, 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 the scholars of An-Nahu. Sometimes we say Nahwiyun, the people of Nahu. So, but Asaf, we call the scholar As-Sarfiyun. 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 The scholars of Asaf. So, based on their definition, so we'll define it lughatan wa istilaha, literally and technically. So, موضوعه, what is it placed? Like the topic, what does it discuss? What is the discussion of As-Sarf? We talked about the discussion of An-Nahu. What does Nahu discuss?
تركيب اللفظ مركب المفيد
بالوضع العربي. So what it discusses is to look into the kalimat al-Arabiyya, the words of Arabic, whether they change or they remain unchanged. So إعراب والبناء, إعراب والبناء, البحث في أواخر الكلمات العربية, searching or finding as in making some search or some research into the words of Arabic, but the ending of those words, أواخر الكلمات العربية, the end of the words of Arabic, إعرابا أو بناءً, whether they're changing or they remain static, unchanged. That is An-Nahu. But As-Sarf now, inshallah, we'll look into that. We also discuss fa'idatuhu. What is the importance of As-Sarf? Why do we need to learn As-Sarf? We discussed the importance of An-Nahu the last time. So we need to discuss what is the importance of As-Sarf. And lastly, وواضعه, who introduced this knowledge. So I may not write much thing on the board because the book is there with you, So we'll be using the book titled الصرف الميسر. الصرف الميسر. الصرف الميسر. الميسر. الصرف الميسر. الصرف الميسر. So the book was written by Sheikh Abdul Shakur Muallim Abdul Farih. So Abdul Shakur Muallim Abdul Farih. Abdul Farih. So that was the person who give me that's this one, this, yes. So the person who the person who put the leaves together and arranged them is Abdul Shakur Muallim Abdul Farih. So the name of the book is الصرف الميسر. As said, تقريب لامية الأفعال لابن مالك. So and the person has made it easy. There's a poem written by Ibn Malik al-Andalusi on لامية الأفعال. The poem ends with lam 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 lam. So on af'al. So the author of this book also makes it easy for us to understand what the Imam who wrote the poem on as-sarfu. So he makes it easy for us to understand it بأسلوب سهل, with a method that is simple, مع الجداول والتدريبات, with some tables, some organograms and tadribat, and some exercises, practical exercises. So that is what the author did. قدم له الشيخ أبو بكر ابن سالم باجنيد المحاضر بجامعة الملك عبد العزيز. So Sheikh that I mentioned his name, Abu Bakr ibn Salim, he presented to him, قدم له, he presented to him this Sheikh, taqdeem, like presented is like introduced. When you write a book, we always have introduction, like preface. Sometimes the preface or the introduction is written by someone who is renowned in the field, someone who is respected, who is revered, maybe in that particular aspect or maybe generally, so that if anybody takes the book and reads the book, even by the preface or the introduction, oh, this person introduced this book, okay, this person presentation, okay, this book on behalf of this person. Oh, this book would be a book that is worthy to read because of the person who did this and that. Did you get that?
Yes.
So the taqdeem, the muqaddimah, was written by the sheikh that we said, Abu Bakr. So you can see taqdeem. The taqdeem كتبه الفقير إلى عفو ربه Abu Bakr ibn Salim Bajineid. So, and the book was, the taqdeem was written in 1440, I think 4 years ago. So, but I just said this so that you can have a clear cut of what we want to learn and the book itself. So, the main thing is knowing the content of the book, not the story behind that. So, inshallah, we'll begin with تعريف علم الصرف. تعريف علم الصرف. Do you need this or I should take the... Can you see it clearly?
Yes.
Okay. تعريف علم الصرف, from the book الصرف الميسر تقريب لامية الأفعال لابن مالك. So for those that will have opportunity of watching this class, you can also download the book. It's easy. So inshallah, we pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala count this as a form of good deeds and make it a hujjah in our favor on the day of Qiyamah and not against us. Ameen. تعريف علم الصرف, the definition of the science of sarf. تعريف علم الصرف. علم, it is a science, okay, بأصول of some principles, basics, usul, fundamentals, rudiments, okay. Ilmun, maybe, okay, do you know what we do? Take this, use this as yours, print another one and give me that.
Okay.
Do you get that?
Yes.
Okay. So, ilmun bi usulin, do you understand why I said so? So that you can have your...
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, ilmun, it is a science, bi usulin, of some basics, rudiments, or fundamentals. يعرف بها, that is known through these basics. Your pen?
Yes.
This is it.
Yes.
يعرف بها, that is known through those basics or principles or fundamentals. بنية الكلمة, the structure. بنية, يعرف بها أحوال بنية الكلمة. يعرف بها أحوال بنية الكلمة, that is known through those fundamentals, the states. Ahwal is the plural of al-hal. So the states of the structure of a word, of the word, of Arabic word. The states of the structure, binya is structure. Binyatil kalima, structure of Arabic word. Allati, that is laysat bi'irab, that is not i'rab, like in terms of dynamism, wala bina, or in terms of the static. You know, please, I want you to understand this. It is a science, بأصول of some fundamentals, يعرف بها, that is known through those fundamentals. أحوال بنية الكلمة, the states of the structure of Arabic word. التي ليست بإعراب, that is not إعراب. You know, ولا بناء, and it is not bina. Which one, which of the knowledge or sciences that you know deals with i'rab and bina? And nahu. So they want us to know the difference now. Sarfu is talking about some rudiments, some fundamentals, okay, that are known through those fundamentals. What are known? The states of the structure of Arabic word. The structure of this Arabic word, we are not dealing with i'rab, neither are we dealing with bina in this case, but the structure of the word, how the word changes its forms from one picture to another, but not i'rab or bina, because for i'rab and bina, that is only meant for the science of an-nahr. Can I continue?
Yes.
Okay. Kal-asala, just like the basis. Asala is the roots. Kal-asala, kal-asalati, the root of the word. Was ziyada is when the word has some increment. Az-ziyada,
increment.
al-asalatu, az-ziyadatu, these are the things that we need to know. Al-hasfu,
Roots, increments.
al-hasfu, okay. As-sihhatu, al-i'lal, al-i'lal, al-hasfu, al-i'lal. So this is like the root of the word, al-asala, the basis. Az-ziyada, the word itself has some increments. Some letters are added. Like az-ziyada is addition. Ziyada, increment. Okay? Al-asf, is annul, to annul something, cancellation of something.
Okay.
Annulment. Is annulment correct?
Yes, cancellation is
It's
simple
okay.
word.
So to annul, to cancel. So there are
That's-
some letters that may be removed, that may be cancelled from that same word. Now, same word. Listen, for example, a word now. In Arabic language, when we are discussing الميسر الصرف, inshallah, next week, we'll discuss that extensively. The basic number of letters that must be found in a basic word is 3.
Yes.
Okay. Let's say, for example, I say ilmun, for example. Can you see? This is the basic word, al-asal. As ziyada, there can be ziyada into this now.
Additions.
Addition.
Yeah.
I can say ilam, ilamun. I can say ta'allumun,
Yeah.
ta'allumun, isti'lamun. Okay?
Yeah.
But don't forget, isti'lamun. The basic of each of these words now, the basis is ilmun. So all this one came out of, changed. So that is al-asala is the basis. Az-ziyada, al-hasf. Sometimes we cancel a letter. We cancel sometimes we cancel letter. Okay? Look at it. Look at this now. For example, now, if I say barnamaj, barnamajun, what is this?
Barnamaj. It's aziyada.
No. Like what's the meaning?
I don't know.
Okay, barnamajun is just a word. It means program. Barnamaj. Now, what I want to say now is, if I want to pluralize this word now, it will become baramij.
Baramij.
Baramij, programs. Baramiju.
Okay.
Baramiju. Can you see? Now, look at, is there any difference between this word? Is it all the words that we have here that we have here?
No, there isn't. The noon is not there.
The noon is not there.
Yes.
That's an example of al-asf. We are still dealing with the same word, but something is removed, something is, not there again. That is what we are saying. As-siha. As-siha has to do with what I explained in An-Nahu in the last class, where we have all the letters
Sahih.
without any uruf al-'illa. Alaykum as-salam. All the letters without uruf al-'illa. That is as-siha. Al-'ilal, when they contain uruf al-'illa.
Okay.
Is it clear? So, can we continue?
Yes.
Yes. I look at the next paragraph. فالفرق بينه وبين علم النحو. So the difference. Okay, you want to write something?
Just 2 examples. But
Okay. Should I hold on?
Just for half a minute.
Okay.
Al-i'lam.
I'm looking at the title, so that's
برنامج.
برنامج.
And برامج. There's a plural.
برامج. It's not jun. Because it comes in a wazn that does not change. It does not have tanween. When we get there, we'll still discuss that. I don't want to. Can I continue?
Yeah.
Okay. So, فالفرق بينه وبين علم النحو. The difference between صرف and the science of نحو أن النحو is that نحو يبحث في أحوال أواخر الكلمات. It's now is searching into the states of the words, state of the words, حال التركيب, when they are placed on each other.
Yeah.
Okay? زيد جميل. جاء زيد من السوق. Okay, those words as they are placed on each other, that is what النحو is searching into, is making its findings into. بينما الصرف is just that الصرف يبحث في أحوال بنية الكلمة. صرف is making its own finding on the state of the structure of the word. من حيث الحركة, in terms of the حركة, in terms of the حركة, والسكون, in terms of the سكون, وعدد الأحرف, من حيث الحركة والسكون وعدد الأحرف, and in terms of the number of letters involved, وترتيبها, and in terms of its arrangement, بقطع النظر عن التركيب والإفراد, without considering or without looking into how they are placed or how they are individually written. Ifrad, like maybe whether it's singular or plural. قطع النظر, by not considering, by not looking into التركيب, their placement, I will ifrad, or maybe be mufrad, muthanna, or jam.
So the first one
In a nutshell, okay, you wanna ask a question?
So the first one is haraka or sakin.
Haraka, in terms of, look at this now. Al-ayn here, it has haraka, right? Which is kasra. Lam, is this haraka?
Yeah.
Is lam or haraka? Sukun, right?
Sukun, yeah.
This is haraka, is just fatah, kasra, dhamma.
Yeah.
So, but if you look at the ayn here, is he, okay, the lam here, is he having haraka? Lam.
Yes.
Yes, it's having haraka, but it has what here?
Sakin.
Sukun. So, the structure of the word, من حيث الحركة والسكون,
Sukun, number of letters.
and number of letters, you can see this is 3, this has increased.
Yeah.
So,
And
13, is it? Yes. Number of letters, 13, arrangement. So, sometimes where ayn is may change from where it used to be. So, but ayn was the first here,
yeah.
lam was the second.
Mim was the third.
In this word now, alif hamza is the first,
Yeah.
ayn is the second, but this alif hamza is just a ziyada, al harf al mazid,
Yes.
the harf that was just added,
Yeah.
not the basic letter. So the lam that was second happens to be third here, right?
Yes.
So the mim that was third happens to be the fifth here. So what tertib? These are some of the things they're talking about.
And
بقطع النظر, by not, cutting is to cut, by cutting look, but we won't translate it like that. قطع, to cut something, another is to see, look. So بقطع النظر, the way we are going to translate it is without considering, without looking into, without yes, looking into a tarkib, whether how they are placed. Which one deals with tarkib and nahu, right?
Yes.
So, well, ifrad tarkib is whether the word is standing alone, and whether the word is placed on each other or it is standing alone. Ifrad is standing alone, just like saying kum, for example, like we said, it's just one singular word. It's not tarkib. So that's not what concerns as-sarf. What concerns as-sarf is adad al-huruf. What again?
like الحركة.
Al-haraka.
هذا الحروف.
Whether the
والتاء.
actually what concerns as-sarf are these things.
Okay.
الصرف علم يبعث we can say في أحوال بنية الكلمة العربية, is a science that is looking into the state or conditions of the structure of Arabic word من حيث الأصالة, in terms of whether it is the root word, والزيادة,
Addition.
والحذف,
Cancellation.
والصحة,
صحيح.
والأعلى معتل.
معتل.
Can we continue?
Yes.
The definition is clear.
Yes.
That is التعريف الاصطلاحي. This is the technical definition. But the التعريف اللغوي, the language definition, is just التحويل, to change something.
Okay. صرف means
تحويل, to change. Just الصرف لغة التغيير. الصرف that is istilah. You know the difference between
yeah, one in terms of the practical meaning and other in terms of the
literal meaning.
literal meaning.
الصرف لغة التغيير. التغيير أو التحويل أو التحويل. So anything that has to do with change, so you can, that is a صرف. Now let's go into موضوعه, its discussion. موضوعه, its discussion. What does it discuss? Okay. الأسماء المتمكنة. الأسماء المتمكنة. Names that are flexible. Flexible names. Flexible nouns or names. المتمكنة أي المعربة, that are flexible in the sense that they can change. Okay, they can metamorphose, right? Changeable. والأفعال المتصرفة, and changeable verbs as well. الأسماء المتمكنة والأفعال المتصرفة, changeable, that we can change. Changeable verbs. Okay?
Yes.
The singular of al-af'al is what? Al-fi'l.
Yeah.
The singular of al-asma is what?
Ism.
Al-ism. So, وما يتعلق بهما, and what is connected with both of them. Both what? Al-asma al-mutamakkina أو المعربة والأفعال المتصرفة. What is connected to both of them من أحكام, from amongst the rules. Okay? فلا يبحث الصرف. Please take note of this. فلا يبحث الصرف. صرف does not find, does not search في الأسماء المبنية. في الأسماء المبنية, does not look into static names.
Okay.
That is not the objective of صرف.
Sure.
Static names, no. But what is its objective? الأسماء المتمكنة أو المعربة and أفعال المتصرفة. Those are the two things صرف is actually doing. That is what it discusses. But when it comes to names that are not dynamic, that are not changeable, that are not flexible, that are like static name, صرف does not have anything to do with them. Okay?
Got it.
مثل, for example, أين. أين.
It is static.
So every way you use it is still أين. أنت, ضمير, is still static. ولا في الأفعال الجامدة, also صرف does not search or look into الأفعال الجامدة. الأفعال الجامدة are just stagnant verbs. جامدة, stagnant. Stagnant verb. الأفعال الجامدة, stagnant verbs. الأفعال الجامدة, stagnant verb in the second line. أين وأنت ولا في الأفعال الجامدة. He doesn't look into the verbs that are stagnant. نحو, for example, ليس. ليس is an example of الفعل الجامد. الفعل الجامد is a field that does not metamorphose. You know, for example, if I say jalasa, I can bring mudari, I can bring masdar, I can bring fa'il, I can say maf'ul, I can say amr. Like I can say jalasa yajlisu julusan jalisun ijlis la tajlis. I can say kataba yaktubu kitabatan katibun maktubun uktub la taktub. You can see how they are changing. But when I say laisa, the only thing it can change to is last t. But there is no mudari in laisa. There is no mudari. It is jamila. There are some verbs like that. Their change status is very minimal. Some can only change from madi to mudari alone. Some can only change madi and amru alone. So inshallah we'll discuss that. Inshallah. Asa too is an example of al-af'al al-jamila. Asa. Wala fil huruf. And Sarf is not also discussing huruf, because huruf too, they are what? They are mabnish. They are static, right? Nahu lam wa min. Okay? So that is why قال ابن مالك في الألفية. الإمام ابن مالك in his book Alfiyat ibn Malik, in a popular poem, he says, حرف وشبهه من الصرف بري. حرف وشبهه من الصرف بري. وما سواهما بتصريف حري. حرف وشبهه من الصرف بري. وما سواهما بتصريف حري. So what does it mean? Harf, the normal harf. Give me an example of harf.
على في.
You've tried. At least you mentioned 3. So harfun and shibhuhu and its lights. Something like harf. Okay? Similar. It's like zuruf that I said yesterday. The zarf zaman as fawqa, tahta, khalfa. Okay, like that. So they have similitude with harf. So that is why they said harf wa shibhuhu, and its likes that do not change, that are mabnish, just like al-af'al al-jamida and al-asma'u mada al-mabniya, names that are not dynamic, that are static, and verbs that are static. So they are not what Sarfu is discussing, and as well as mabni, harf uruf, because uruf too is mabni. We did that yesterday.
So anything mabni is out of the scope of Sarf.
Sarf, yes, anything mabni. All Sarf wants to do is al-asma'ul mutamakkina wal-af'alul mutasarrifa.
Yes.
Clear?
Yes.
That's good. So I'm trying to translate the poem. Harf wa shibhuhu and its light. Min as-sarfi bari. They are free. Bari means bari'un. It's because of the poem. Bari. They are free from change.
Yes. From
sarf. That is, sarf does not have any concern with them. It is not the objective of sarf. Okay? وَمَا سِوَاهُمَا, and anything that is different from these two. Which two?
Harf and its likes.
And its likes. بِتَصْرِيفٍ حَرِي. They are, they are prone to what? To change. Quickly, فائدته, the importance of الصرف. صون اللسان عن الخطأ. preventing the tongue from mistake.
Okay.
والاستعانة على فهم كلام الله, and assistance, help to understanding the words of Allah, وكلام رسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم, and the words of his messenger Muhammad صلى الله عليه وسلم. Number 2, تحصيل معاني جديدة, actualizing new meanings, بتحويل اللفظ, from, while actualizing new meaning بتحويل, you can say التحويل بتحويل اللفظ, by changing the word, the pronunciation, okay, إلى أبنية مختلفة, the plural of binya that we have been pronouncing, the plural is abniya.
Okay.
By changing the pronunciation, the word إلى أبنية مختلفة, to different structures, correct?
Yeah.
Are you there? لغرض ما, for a purpose, that's number 2.
Yeah.
إلى أبنية مختلفة, to different structures, لغرض ما, for a particular purpose. Now, for example, كتب, he wrote. Can you see? That is past tense. يكتب, he writes. He is writing.
أكتب.
No. كتب يكتب.
أكتب. Then the only thing remains iktub.
No.
Oh.
You've got A, you've got E.
I don't remember.
Uktub.
Uktub.
You didn't say uktub. When the have you had, inshallah, when we begin the al-mizan al-sarfi, I will explain the fa al-fi'l, the ayn al-fi'l, the lam al-fi'l.
Yeah.
When the ayn al-fi'l has, the fa al-fi'l has fatha, the ayn al-fi'l fatha, and the lam al-fi'l has fatha. In mudari, if the ayn al-fi'l of mudari, like kataba yaktubu, you can see ta is the ayn al-fi'l, kataba, right?
Kataba, yeah.
In mudari it is yaktubu, right?
Yeah.
The amr will definitely be uktub, because the ayn al-fi'l in mudari has dhamma.
Okay.
Nasara unsur, okay?
Unsur, yeah.
Nazara hunzur. Inshallah, when we get there, I'll explain that. Inshallah. So quickly, yaktubu is writing. He will write. He writes. Uktub. Yaktub. That's yaktub. Uktub, write. That is command. Kitabatan, an act of writing. Katibun, he who is writing. Maktub, what is written. So, the number 3, al-qudrati ala taghyir al-kalma, capacity for changing a word and asling from the basis, wudi'aha, that it was placed. The basis of the word, changing it from its basis. Wudi'aha, that it was placed, like madada, madada, because the dal repeats.
Yeah.
So we now do it wrong. We place one dal in the other one. That brings about mudha'af. Shamma, shamama. Okay, farro. So instead of repeating it, we do it girl. So that is where you can say madda. You can say kawala. Instead of saying kawala, we say kawala.
Yeah.
So
that's where mu'tal comes in. Mu'tal.
Yes, mu'tal. Kawala is mu'tal. Is ajwaf.
Yeah.
Is ajwaf. But when we get there, inshallah, we'll explain that. But it's mu'tal in the sense that it has illa in it.
Yeah.
Inshallah. Of time. Number 4, معرفة أبنية الكلمة, knowing the structures of the word, وما لحروفها, and what is in its letters. من أصالة, in terms of all this. What is أصالة? What do I call أصالة?
For example, علم. Like
what is أصالة? The meaning. The basis. الزيادة.
Addition.
الحذف.
Cancellation.
صحة.
صحي.
وإعلان.
معتل.
So وواضعه, the person who propounded these sciences of صرف, اختلف في أول من وضعها. They have difference of opinions as regards to the person who started the sciences. والأظهر, the one that is more obvious. the one that is more obvious. And Abu al-Aswad ad-Duhali. You know, we talked about Abu al-Aswad ad-Duhali too in Nahu. And if you didn't forget, I said then it was combination of Nahu and Sarf. It was later that they now separated the two concepts. Yeah. If you didn't forget. And I said the first person that wrote a separate book on a Nahu is who? Sibawayh. So, but Abu al-Aswad ad-Duhali wa man wada'a qawaidahu is the one that placed his principles. وأن معاذ ابن مسلم الأراء الكوفي شيخ الكسائي وأول من أفرض مسائله. So that person is the one that first, you know, brought together the matters of الصرف. Inshallah, we'll continue from there in the next class. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.